What's up, guys? Today we're going to be installing this handbrake extension on the E46 so that you can, well, first it gets rid of the button so it doesn't lock, and then also, you know, you have leverage and it's just easier to reach. So it should be somewhere like right there. So should be a pretty convenient place. And then we also got, instead of this ugly tan shift boot and just this plain black handbrake boot, we got some, I think it's fake suede, but I mean, it looks good anyway. It's got the M stitching. So yeah, I'll be showing you guys how to do that. First, there will be the button. On the E46s, you cannot unscrew the button. Like, you just can't. It's got this little hook, so you need to grab some pliers. You're gonna break the button most likely. In my case, I didn't, but so it would be in there like that, and then you pry it and pry it. A lot of the times the button comes off first, and then you'll have to grab the hook and kind of finagle it out. But once you get that out, you just twist the handle left and right. It is pretty tight on there. And then you have just that, and then this will just be popped in. You just squeeze right here and pop out. So there's that. And then one of these, I guess this is the one we're putting on. So I will need to undo it from this somehow. That's glued on. So alright, I'm gonna take this off, and I'll get back with you guys here in a second. So we got the stock boot, handbrake boot, peeled off. I guess it was just glued on there. So now we're gonna try and get this worked on there and hopefully secured. Got that on there. It's just being held on basically by this little rubber band at the bottom of it. It should work. So we're gonna try and slide that on now. Just do it real carefully. And like I said, that just clips on there. Alright, so that's on there. So this is the handbrake extension. It has 4 little Allen screws to hold it in place. Some people say to Loctite it. I'm not going to right now. If I have any issues out of it, then I will. But so basically, it just slides over this. And pull that back. I'm gonna put it flush with the end of the handbrake tube, and then I'm gonna put it kind of at an angle, make it a little more ergonomic. Make sure it's not gonna hit or anything going into reverse. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. I think that is probably where I want it. And so they include some Allen heads. Alright, got that on. Pull the boot over it a little bit. There we go. That's not going anywhere. So now, shift first, second, handbrake. Reverse doesn't hit it. So much more leverage. So I do recommend getting new parking brake shoes, because that's what, you know, it utilizes is the parking brakes. So if your shoes are worn, or if it's not adjusted correctly or tightened, I should have showed you guys this, but under the boot, basically, there's some adjustment nuts to tighten it up here. And then also in the rotor, so you have to take the wheels off and get to the rotor and everything. There's some adjustments for the actual parking brake shoe. So I recommend going ahead and replacing those. They will lock up a lot more if you get new ones. And then also, from what I've heard, you have to kind of warm them up. They don't like to bite as much when they're cold. So, you know, the first couple of handbrake pulls might not lock up. And then after that, it should. But just make sure you go ahead and tighten everything, adjust it all before trying to run it, because if it's loose, if all your adjustments are loose and the parking brake shoes can't physically grab inside the drum, then it's not gonna lock up the rear wheels. So you're wasting your time. But now we're gonna go ahead and change out this ugly shift boot. I don't think it's that bad. I have to take off my shift knob. I don't know if it's a genuine like M shift boot or what. It matches with this, but I'm not a fan of the tan with the, you know, anodized aluminum and clean black shift knob. I just don't think it looks good. It's the same thing here. There's a plastic trim piece, and this should just pop off. It does. Your stock one will probably be glued on. This one wasn't. It's the same kind of, oh yeah. It's the same kind of rubber band holding thing. So this I am going to pull off, because I guess the previous owner did it and just cut it for some reason and left all the glued pieces on. I think while I'm in here, I might as well just go ahead and do this. Alright. So it goes like that. And try to have the M facing me. And it just pops back in how it came out. Make sure it's in there good. You can stuff it in however you want. That's how I'm gonna do it. Slide my shift knob back on. The finished product. We got our handbrake extension on. I've got it kind of curved, if you can see. That's neutral for reference, so it's kind of curved. We got our new parking brake boot on and shift knob boot. Does not hit going into reverse or second or anything. Now we have nice matching boots.